Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the burial service of the late former Lugara Member of Parliament, Cyrus Jirongo, will be taking place on 30th at his home in Lugara. I don't know, is it in Lumakanda? I think somewhere there. But still, with all that, the mysterious circumstances surrounding the death of Cyrus Jirongo is still a question on the table that many people are still asking without the answers. We have heard people saying we will bury him with a torch and all that, the tradition. Jirongo originally is a Luya and a Tiriki. This means it has been originated from Vihiga County. So he just moved to Kakamega just to get land and settle there. So there's the issue of performing the Luya traditions, to make sure that they caught up with the person who killed Cyrus Jirongo. And when you listen to the speakers, yesterday there was the Rikumas at Nairobi before his body was transported to Western. And I got a chance to listen to the speeches. The truth is that the family is not comfortable with the situation that they are in as far as the investigation to do with the death of one of their own is concerned. The family is revealing that Jirongo had expressed the fear of his safety before his fatal road crash this month. So he had expressed that he is worried about his life. So that tells you, Jirongo did not die out of just a mere road accident. This could be something that was planned for. So I also heard Mother Karua saying that he was actually making arrangement to better secure himself. Alikuwa katika hizo harakati. Then George Khaniri came in. And there is something he has exposed that is going to raise so many questions. What he believes is that in the state in which Jirongo was in, he did not drive himself to Naivasha. Why and how? He also asked another question. The bus heading to Busia, definitely it was carrying Luyas. These are Luya people. And we all know Jirongo. Huwezi niambia basi ya watu 6 hakuna mwenye hajui Jirongo. But none of these passengers came out to testify how they saw the bus hitting that vehicle and all that. Total silence. This loud silence is raising so many questions. Hakuna mwenye anasema chenye kilifanyika. Then Jirongo also raised another issue. The vehicle that Khaniri raised another issue, that the vehicle in which Cyrus Jirongo was driving himself, it was one of the latest Mercedes-Benz. Now, this vehicle has 12 airbags. And if the vehicle was in the motion, it was running, and the engine was running, and it is in the motion, these airbags definitely will open. But none of them was open. No airbag was deployed. So he is concluding that there is a possibility that this vehicle was placed there with an intention to create a perception on a man they had already killed or murdered. That is George Khaniri.
Ladies and gentlemen, the circumstances surrounding the death of my brother are mysterious. There are so many glaring gaps. So when you hear us say that we want a proper, thorough forensic investigation, we know what we are saying. I don't know why some people are getting uncomfortable when we say these things. The family wants a closure. And that can only come about if the truth comes out. I have known Cyrus for many years. I can vouch for sure, in the state he was, he did not drive himself to Naivasha. There are so many inconsistencies. We are told that he was in a head-on collision with a bus that was Busia bound. A bus going to Busia certainly was carrying Luhya people. Tell me which Luhya does not know Cyrus. I have not seen a single passenger come and say, yes, I was in that bus that collided with Cyrus. And yet we are told it has 60 passengers on board. Where are the passengers? Cyrus was driving a Mercedes-Benz, one of the latest, which I know for sure has 12 airbags. None of the airbags deployed. I'm not a forensic investigator, but we're just asking ourselves questions. Airbags will deploy when a car is in motion and the engine is running. So was this car running? Was the engine running? Or it was placed there to be hit? These are the questions we want answered. There are so many glaring gaps. All the family and us are asking for is we want a closure. We want to know exactly what happened. With the current technology, the CCTV technology will enable the investigators tell us how he got himself to Naivasha. Because some of us believe that he did not drive himself to Naivasha.
Now, I want us to continue with our panel discussion, but before we go deep into that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, definitely, with all these questions, the conclusion is that there is a possibility someone wanted Jirongo dead. This was not natural. It was not just a mere accident. This was organized. And this accident might not be the one that claimed Jirongo's life. There could be a possibility Jirongo was murdered elsewhere, driven all the way. Then this plan was clearly prepared for, and the accident just happened to bring the issue of ilikuwa ajali ya kawaida. Kwa hivyo ajali inaweza fanyikia mtu yoyote. The big question would be, who wanted Jirongo dead? There are those who have raised questions about a property belonging to Jirongo. Ako na shamba ya ekari sijui 100 Nairobi. He was involved in gold business. Could it be those who are in business with him or other interested people in business? Mwanaume hawezi uawa tu. Hapana. Lazima kulikuwa na biashara walikuwa wanafanya. Then there is this agreement about that. Lazima kutakuwa kuna kitu wanabishania, maybe political positions. Something like that. But you cannot just wake up and plan to kill your fellow man for no reason. So those questions will be asked, and DCI has a duty. Kenyans are putting their last hope on him in order to bring justice to the Jirongos family. Yes, it sounds sarcastic when people like Moses Kuria will come out and say, I will buy a torch and all that. They make it look like a drama, but this is a serious matter. Beside the mambo ya torch na nini, what the family should be demanding for, and which I know they are asking for, is for thorough investigation. And this is my conclusion. In case the state was involved in this issue, the matter will not come to a closure with the culprit being brought to books. They will play around with the people's mind and the case will be closed. But if the state was not involved, or if senior people in government were not involved, then the culprit will be found. Kwa hivyo siku tutakosa kupata ukweli, tutajua serikali ilihusika. Na tukipata ukweli tutajua kweli serikali haikuhusika. And when you see this politician speaking like this with the confidence, there is something they know. I don't hear this. So please let us meet in the comment section so that we can continue with our discussion. Otherwise, thank you so much and see you in our next video.